Well, thank you so much for joining another YouTube live. Today, I'm going to talk about parole in place update. Well, obviously, I thought that this is a good day, September 19th, Thursday, because previously, the district court in Texas supposed to have a important ruling on this case. But because of newer development happened last week, that was canceled. But still, I'm going to talk about keeping families together, parole in place today. And that's the plan today. So once again, those of you who's watching this live stream, I'm attorney Jae Francis. I'm a U.S. immigration lawyer based in Chicago, but serving all 50 states. I do YouTube live on every Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Time, right before Thursday night football during the winter time, fall as well. And I do TikTok live on Tuesday, every Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central Time. So let's start with most up to date information or status on keeping families together, parole in place. Now, the previously scheduled hearing with district court in Texas was canceled, which was supposed to happen yesterday, and it was a cancel. And then there is a little bit additional developments that I'm gonna talk today. But the second important update, right, is that temporary injunction or temporary admin stay still in place until September 23rd. So this newer development happened last week didn't really change when it comes to temporary injunction or called admin stay. It means that USCIS allowed to accept new cases, process them, but not allowed to accept pending cases. So that's what we have. Until September 23rd, 2024, USCIS not allowed to uh, you know, accept any cases. Now, so what happened? What happened? Those of you who follow this case closely, you probably know. But on September 11, 2024, right? September 11, some individuals and organization, um, file appeal to next level federal court, right? The case that we're talking still with, Eastern District of Texas, like a lowest level of federal court. And then I'll, explain why this happened. But individuals and organization file appeal with the next level federal court, which is the Fifth Circuit Court, and ask them to reverse the order issued by district judge, and it happened September 11th. So what's going on with this like court drama, court battle? It's about the case, it's about the program, but it's about more procedural court related issues. So once again, those of you who are just watching now, September 18 hearing was a cancel, and then temporary injunction slash admin stay still in place until September 23rd, and then there will be a brand new hearing on October 10th, 2024, not with the federal district court, but with Fifth Circuit, to decide this matter. So what's going on? So let's talk about this. What's going on with this court legal procedure for this program? Unfortunately, we're not talking about like a merits of the case or whether USCIS is allowed to approve the cases. Sadly, today we're going to talk about what's really going on, so then you have a better understanding of what's going on with this program. And then for those of you who we talked about this previously, it's absolutely important to continue your other cases that you may started a long time ago or thinking about starting now, right? 601A waiver case. If you're in DACA, a DACA advanced parole. If you're a spouse, military person or veteran, military parole in place, and any other options that you may have. And then, unfortunately, you need to continue what you've been doing up to this point, because it is really muddy, to predict what's going to happen. So let's talk about most recent court updates on this, Keeping Families Together Parole in Place program. So I'm going to talk about two individuals, involved in this court. I mean, you may will battles or procedural maneuvers, and then legal proceeding, and then obviously it's a public name. There's no privacy issues, anything like that. Their story is well known relatively because they're like you. They're like you. They need this program. Why? Because otherwise, I mean, unless your spouse is military personnel, then you need to go overseas. Whether it's a DACA advanced parole or 601A waiver, you need to go overseas, especially if 601A waiver is the only option. We're talking 4 to 5 years. Not only you need to go overseas, but it takes quite some time, 4 to 5 years, right? So, and then even if you're on DACA advanced parole is faster and easier. What if Trump's come back next year? I mean, he may cancel the whole thing again. Well, obviously, he may cancel parole in place as well. But it's nothing certain at this point other than 601A waiver. That's the only, program that will survive Trump's potential next presidency. Perhaps military parole in place, but we don't know. We don't know. It was introduced under W. Bush administration many years ago, so maybe it will survive as well if Trump's come back. So let's talk about a couple of individuals in this latest court battles on this program. Oscar Silver Peretz and Natalie Taylor. So Natalie is a U.S. citizen. She's wife, right? And then Oscar is person from Mexico. According to available story, they're one of these people who filed appeal with the Fifth Federal Court, Circuit Court. And then Oscar was brought to U.S. from Mexico when he was 1 year old. And then you may, think that, well, probably he's on DACA. Unfortunately, when he became ready to apply for DACA, initial one, right? People call it initial new. Then because of the Trump and court action, he couldn't apply. I mean, he applied, but couldn't, his initial DACA, USCIS, like similar to what's happening, we're not allowed to approve his case. So he's not on DACA. And then he's in Texas. If you are in Texas without DACA and you enter without inspection, it means that you don't have a work permit. You don't have a social. Very hard, right? I mean, it's very hard to find jobs, meaningful jobs in Texas. But he got married to U.S. citizen, Natalie. And according to available information, only Natalie works now. Only Natalie works now. And then they're excited about this program because, he's been here more than 10 years, got married to U.S. citizen, right? And then no criminal records. Like, this is perfect case for them. And boom, right? The state of Texas and 15 other states filed a lawsuit on August 23rd. So then Oscar and Natalie and other individuals who were involved in this latest court battle, their cases couldn't get approved. Unfortunately, that's what really happening with this. So not only Natalie and Oscar, but other organizations were involved in lawsuit. And then I see there's one comments. Okay, this is not related to parole in place, so I will explain. Get back to you later, but we're talking about parole in place today. So sorry, but I will answer your question later. It's a little bit different case, a different case. He's watching from overseas, so I'll stay on this topic. So what happened is that Oscar, Natalie, other individuals, organization file a motion to be included, added into existing case, Texas et al. Versus Department of Homeland Security et al., which is the name of the case. And then the district judge rule against them. You're not welcome. I'm not going to add you. Just like, no, thank you. And then this, Oscar and Natalie and other individuals, organization, instead of just backing out, they went up next level and asked federal court, appellate court, Fifth Circuit, to make a ruling on this case. So that's what really happened. Like Natalie, Oscar, other individuals, and then organization, then asked the court, federal court, to to see whether they can be added. Now we have comments on this parole in place. So the question is it likely that the stay on parole in place will be extended again on September 23rd, 2024? I'm going to answer the question. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say yes or no, but according to the ruling made by the Fifth Circuit Court, the rulings say that they're gonna review whether this temporary injunction / admin stay will be extended or lifted. So instead of district court judge ruling on this matter as expected, in fact, if you remember that yesterday, September 18, the district judge supposed to have a ruling after hearing that whether this what they call preliminary injunction will be imposed on this program or not. What that means is that if it's granted, then this stay or injunction will be in place until the whole case is completed with the district court. But it's gone because the higher court telling the lower court say that, hey, you cannot do it. But instead of giving this decision making to district court, the higher level, Fifth Circuit, will make a decision. Now, will they make a decision like tomorrow, Friday? Because 23rd is Monday, right? I'm recording this one Thursday. So tomorrow is the 20th. Previously, district court judge made a ruling Friday. But obviously, supposed to have a hearing yesterday, but it didn't happen. So the question is that whether federal appellate court will make a decision whether extending 14 more days or ending injunction. Will it happen tomorrow, Friday, or Monday? Very important updates, right? Hopefully, well, once again, sorry that I'm not able to say whether it will be lifted or, extended, but at least you will know the dates. And then I'm going to reach out to you via YouTube Shorts instead of live stream because I do it every Thursday. If there's updates, either Friday or Monday, there will be ruling on extension or lifting of the admin stay. So that's an important issue. So circling back, the Fifth Circuit Court, made the following rulings. So I'm just repeating a little bit time, one more time. Number one, right? September 18 hearing was a cancel. All other scheduled hearing by district court in Texas, lower level, all canceled. All canceled. All the due dates imposed by district judge were all stay. It means that it was enjoined. Like there was like that, deadline, do not matter anymore until Fifth Circuit Court judges, three panel. Thank you so much. For watching and then, watching upcoming YouTube shorts. Thank you so much for that. But circling back, until the three panel judges make a ruling on whether Oscar, Natalie, other individuals, organization who wanted to be included in the case could be included or not included. So this important hearing happens October 10th. But it's all about whether they can be included or not. It's not about the merits. It means that, hey, is this case constitutional or, unlawful? It's not about injunction. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Jenny. But the point is this, right? It's about whether these additional individuals or organization could be added into their case, because why? Like you, they have a vested interest in this case. We're talking more than 500,000 potential undocumented spouses and children who could be beneficiary of this program if the court allows USCIS to accept, and I mean, obviously they're able to accept, but approve cases. So that's why Oscar and Natalie and other individuals and organizations ask the court, please allow us to express our concerns and wishes, right? Not just lawyers like me, right? I mean, I'm not going through the program, but you are going through the program. You're hoping that this is a good program because we talked about this many times. You don't need to go overseas, right? You stay in the United States. I mean, all these benefits that you know already, right? Work permit, right? You'll be able to adjust your status. You don't need to go overseas. And then it's faster, potentially cheaper. I mean, just this is a wonderful program. But because of this lawsuit filed by state of Texas and other 15 states, and because of this court ruling on this, just like back and forth, it's been delayed. It's been paused, unfortunately. But the good news is that unlike other typical appellate hearing schedule, this was expedited. It means that October 10th hearing was expedited. So they're gonna hurry up and make a ruling, and then we'll see whether this upper level, right, appellate court sort of, I wouldn't say the term hijacking, but like take this case into their jurisdiction instead of allowing lower case to proceed as scheduled. But for now, the most important information is to see whether this higher level court will extend the injunction or lift the injunction, and that this ruling may come out Friday, which is September 20th, or Monday, September 23rd, because this extended admin stay is scheduled to expire next Monday. So, as I promised, I'm gonna make YouTube shorts and TikTok videos on these updates, and then I hope to deliver positive news. That thank God, admin stay was lifted. We'll see you next Thursday. Thank you so much.